hey Nachiketas, you are interested in that knowledge. I'll give you this knowledge, but please understand. Naisha tarkena matirapaneya. This knowledge, tarkena esha matina apaneya. Tarkena, by simple, dry logic, very nicely says. Ananya prokte atmani, you can utpanna. Ananya prokte. Only when somebody who knows himself, one with the reality, when he teaches, it becomes beautiful. Suppose the person doesn't know teaching, it will be shushka tarkika. He gives a nice word, dry logician. You give enough logic, it will sound very nice, but the person is not behind the logic. That is why teaching does not touch. The teaching will touch if you are the living teacher. That is why they call it Acharya. Acharya means what? Acharati iti Acharya. One who lives the understanding. If you say, I am the happiness and you are miserable, you are not Acharya. I am the immortality and you are afraid of death. No Acharya is useless. Same time, Mahatma is not title, Acharya also not title. You call yourself Acharya. What nonsense. Acharati, one who lives this understanding. I know I am the happiness. And you are always like that. Happy, comfortable with yourself. Such a person when he gives it, the logic counts. Or else dry logic. It becomes scholastic study. It doesn't touch the person's lives. It becomes very scholarly, scholastic attitude. All the informations, like a professor, you have all the informations at your disposal, but the life is completely empty. The beautiful example they give in this tradition is like a donkey. The donkey carries the load of sandalwood. The donkey carries the load of sandalwood. When he carries the load of sandalwood, sandalwood is very fragrant wood. Donkey has the biggest nose, but with the biggest nose, donkey does not enjoy the fragrance of sandalwood. Bharasya vaha natu chandanasya. It carries the load, but does not enjoy the fragrance. A scholar is like that. Carries the load of information, but never enjoys the fragrance of it. So what he is doing? Instead of distributing the fragrance, he is unloading the load on another donkey. So it is getting loaded donkey, loaded donkey, loaded. PhD, 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 loaded, 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 loaded. You understand? He is a Sanskrit PhD, this fellow is Sanskrit, this man. Hey, look. Knowledge, if he brings you load, understand, Ishvara, Ishvara, Ishvara. Ishvara. If the knowledge brings you load, you don't know what you are doing. Arrogance, meaning you are information oriented. Do you know when you get into argument? You know when you get into argument? When you defend a standpoint, you get into an argument. If you know the truth, you shall never argue. Why? Suppose the other fellow says, other day I had been to some place, so many times, so many places happening. And a true incident, I was giving this knowledge, one person who follows one particular philosophy, he comes and says, Swamiji, why you are telling like this? But you know, I think God is, I have to be always praying God. I said, did I say no? He said, no, you say God is here, truth is here, everything is yourself. I said, okay, you don't want to say that God, you are the God, God is in you. Fine. What is comfortable for you? He said, no, I feel comfortable when I do that. I said, do it. Did I say not to do it? You do it. Why are you challenging? If you are comfortable, what is my problem? You be that. You are being that way, I am not comfortable. But when I say this, you are uncomfortable. Ask your understanding son. What you do does not make me uncomfortable. But what I do makes you uncomfortable. What does it mean? When you come within my embrace, I am always away, far away from your reach. That is why you are uncomfortable. Because you are seeing somebody, are you getting that? I am living with something, I am happy. I see another person with nothing but very happy. It puts a doubt on my living, isn't it? I have so many things to be I have so many things, so many security at my disposal, and therefore I am very happy. Then I see another fellow with nothing, the fellow is too happy, he puts a doubt in your head. How on earth? Nothing and the fellow is still happy? What's going on? He won't crave for your riches, but you crave for his happiness. That is why kings bow down. King is Raja, and the sadhu, sannyasis in this tradition is addressed Maharaj. Maharaj means emperor. And what is his address? Tree number 22. The fool has no tree house to live in. Simply hanging around. But Maharaj, aiye, Maharaj, baithiye, Oh emperor, come. What is this? Why? Atma Samrajyam. Swarajya Samrajya Vibhuti Resha. Remember the Vivek Chudamani. Swarajya Samrajya Vibhuti. The empire of the self, all pervasive. Only emperor? No. Each one is an emperor. Empire undivided. How majestic. Understand that. Ishvara. Each one is an emperor. Empire undivided. You are as happy as Maya. You are as immortal as I am. Therefore, it must be not downloading the logic on another person's load to make him feel loaded, but you make it free. The logic, understand. Please see, when you are eating your food, just it's an example, very physical, it may sound little gross, but don't worry about it. You are eating a lot of food. What does your body take? The body takes the essence of it. Rest is thrown out. Listen carefully. The word carries a message. Word is not a message. Sabda, word, carries a artha, a meaning. Meaning is conveyed. Words drop out. If you hold on to words, you gather the load. So the whole teaching is, are you getting that? The whole teaching is word-oriented, information-oriented. You give only head load. After that, the fellow becomes such an arrogant scholar, you can't hang around him because there is nobody like me. What I know, nobody knows. Yes, true. You know the words which I don't know. But wordless truth is same. Think of it. Naisha tarkena matirapameya esha mati tarkena napanaya. This knowledge of one's own self, oneness with the reality, cannot be gained by tarka, dry logic. Logic will facilitate the understanding. Logic does not produce the truth.